Every day, your teams sit down to do the heavy lifting of your business. It is a shared effort. We are all figuring out how to do our jobs a little bit better, side by side, learning as we go. So pull up a chair. Let's look at how work actually gets done. Somewhere in your organization right now, an employee has found a shortcut. Maybe they discovered an AI tool that cuts their paperwork in half, or a clever way to summarize messy data. They tested it on their own time, it worked, and they kept it to themselves. If you ask them about it, they will likely hide it. In most workplaces, using an unapproved tool is a fast track to trouble. Because the penalty for breaking the rules feels so high, people keep their best discoveries to themselves. Official company projects stall, while employees quietly get the real work done through their own private accounts, completely out of sight. You cannot audit your way out of this. If you send out a standard survey asking people to list unapproved apps, they see it as an interrogation. They will say they followed every policy, and you will learn absolutely nothing about how work is actually happening. To find out what is actually working, you have to put away the inspector's clipboard. You have to build a system where the primary goal is building trust. To take one person's quiet breakthrough and share it with the rest of the team, you have to create a space where telling the truth is the safest, most logical thing for an employee to do. That safety starts at the head of the table. A survey alone cannot change the culture. A senior leader has to stand up and break the ice. The leader goes first. Before asking anyone else to share, they admit to using unofficial tools themselves. They look the team in the eye and say, "I use a chatbot to help me draft board memos. It works, and it's time we talked about it." When a senior executive admits their own habits, the price of honesty drops. Employees stop worrying about their jobs because the behavior they were hiding is something the boss does too. This confession is backed by a formal promise in writing. It is a clear statement from leadership that the goal is to learn how to support the team better and that no answers will lead to disciplinary action. The written promise makes honesty permitted. The leader's confession makes it normal. You need both to get the truth. But asking for honest data from a nervous workforce requires a specific kind of setup. You have to build two separate paths that never cross, one for the work data and one for the person's name. The first part is the anonymous channel. Employees share the tasks they automate and the tools they prefer, without any tracking, login requirements, or way to see who sent what. At the end of that form is a link to an entirely different path. This is a separate form where people can voluntarily put their name down if they want to help teach their colleagues or test new tools. These two paths never touch. There is no technical way to link an anonymous answer in the box to a specific name in the ledger. When people see that the system genuinely protects them, the hesitation disappears. They start sharing their workarounds openly. By structurally separating identity from information, you turn organizational fear into a flood of useful knowledge. What comes out of that box is the most valuable data in your company. You get 4 clear maps for how to move forward. First is the demand map. This is a ranked list of the tasks employees have already proven they can do faster with AI. You aren't guessing what might work anymore. The team has already done the testing for you. Second are the risk flags. You see exactly which data people are using, so your privacy team can prioritize safety controls. Third is the tool census. You finally get an honest look at every unapproved platform currently in use across the organization. And fourth is the champion roster, a pre-built list of volunteers who are already experts and are ready to help their peers. This single instrument takes invisible, risky habits and turns them into something you can actually support. You are no longer guessing what to buy or how to train. You have the evidence to back every decision you make. The alternative is to try and force compliance through strict monitoring and blocking websites. But surveillance doesn't stop the behavior. It only forces it onto personal phones and home laptops. You end up with less safety and no way to see the real innovation happening in your own building. You cannot force new ideas through rules alone. You have to invite them. When a team openly shares what they know, everyone becomes more capable. Real change takes root when leaders create a safe place for people to bring their best discoveries into the light. When you replace the threat of punishment with a guaranteed seat at the table, the entire community moves forward together.